everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a matchup where time of possession will be a focus. The Falcons are #1 in rushing yards, going up against the Cowboys, who will need to be strong up front.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Atlanta Falcons. This will be taken in at the 1. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back, right at the 20. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Prescott from the gun. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number... Number 16 on the year. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded at about the 28. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. And the play clock's running down. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. Gun. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to...
And he can't escape, and down he goes. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
He'll look to throw. On the right side, caught by Green. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, a 22. Play clock winding down. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Williamson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here we go with 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing the 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, 1st down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons are in for 6. Now Matt Prater for the point after. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it
in. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And we'll see what he can do on the return. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Atlanta now coming out on the field. He'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And Green with a catch left side. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner. But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there. Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field.
This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They start on the ground with Elliott. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
A second down throw for Prescott. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be taken at the 13. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. 87 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is, can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a first down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys.
The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a feeling those highlights will be pretty one-sided, too.
I think you're right, partner. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Prescott now. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Dak and the Cowboy offense heading back onto the field. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other...
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On third down, Elliott. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This is fielded at the 27. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll look to throw. And caught right side, Green. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And the 38-year-old vet able to... Larry, go back to the green room, my friend. These guys are ready to go again. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Complete. Richardson has it. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Let's see what our player spotlight feature has in store with Dak Prescott. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping... They'll start the drive with Elliott, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Again, it's Elliott, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The Cowboys on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Prescott. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tech McKinley in there to drop him. And he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And taken right at the 35. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The road to be fairly clear
by the time we have to leave the booth. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does when a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williamson. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Touchdown, Falcons! Prater on to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tech McKinley in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. That one goes for 36 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Prescott now on second down. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Griffith. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. They try to fire up the running game with Martin. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They run it again with Martin. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Again, it's Kamara. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, giving them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
Time for a break. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down, Martin. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Over the middle, complete. It's Williamson. 6 yards there on the pickup, and the Falcons are going to get a first. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
First down. Here's the run with Martin. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.